Welcome everybody to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm Dr. Cush. We are, listen, we're working on something here. Oh, working on my hair here. We're working on something here tonight. We are working on techniques, so I'm going to try and introduce two interesting techniques to you tonight. This is where we're gonna take a little step away from how Martin Cate makes his cocktail called the HUMUHUMUNUKUNUKUAPU'A. Great cocktail named after a fish. They're just, to be honest with you, there just aren't that many. There aren't that many great cocktails named after fish. This is one of them. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna be crushing some ice. We're gonna be layering some bitters. We're gonna be all over the place with this one. So stick around, watch this introduction, and I'll be right back. Cool? Cool. Cool. Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink. Oh, good. We are here. Okay. So the HUMUHUMUNUKUNUKUAPUA'A is a, I would say, this is a modern classic tiki drink. There are a number of great modern classic tiki drinks. I would say that this is one of them. This is brought to us by a guy named Martin Cate. Martin, who, made his bones in the tiki industry by starting off doing pop-ups. Went on to eventually run a couple bars in San Francisco, or at least be involved with some bars in San Francisco, and then he got Smugglers Cove. And what's nice about Smugglers Cove, when he got it, there was already a waterfall in it. That makes it easy. The reason we don't have a waterfall is because they don't just sell places with waterfalls where I'm at. He took a fairly simple version of a cocktail, a fairly easy to follow path towards this cocktail, added a little bit of razzle dazzle, and he came up with, let's see if we can find a couple. I believe I saw that Fandom Flavor, is it Fandom Flavor? Fandom Flavor Frank said this is one of his very favorite cocktails. I think you would be hard pressed to find a lot of bartenders that wouldn't put this in a top 10 of their off the beaten path, not the Mai Tai, not the zombie, not the Navy grog, that kind of drink. They would put this up high in their list of great all-time cocktails. So we're getting into it. I'm going to show you sort of what makes it great, how to make it better, and work on our, did I hear you? Technique. We're working on technique. So let's get into it. In this, let's bring out ice cam real quick. This is my frozen water cam. Never turned it on. Hello? Never mind. This will be ice cam for right now. Hello, this is ice cam right now. We have what's known in the industry, specifically this industry, specifically only this bar, as whiffing cubes. Straight out of the refrigerator. These are great for the home bartender because then you're not having to put trays and trays of stuff in your freezer to freeze all that stuff. If the refrigerator makes you, or your freezer makes you your ice already, they're great. Not the greatest cubes of all time, but they will be helpful for us because we're going to use them to shake. Not perfect, but for shaking, but pretty good. But we're also going to use them as our ice when we are going to crush it down. We're going to bring out our Lewis bag and our mallet, and we're going to slam some ice. And then something that I just don't see a lot of people doing with this cocktail, we're going to be layering. We're going to find a couple layers that we can put in to this cocktail to give it that tiki look. You know, if you just hand somebody a monotone cocktail in a regular old glass, there's nothing exciting to look at. There's nothing exciting to look at. So we're gonna be adding some flavors in there and layering. It's gonna be 2 layers, but still, Very exciting. Let me say hello to the people. We have a new front runner tonight. Normally, there's like 3 or 4 people that are usually here first. This is, tonight, it was BGB the Bun, and I believe this is BGB the Bun's first time ever being first. So, congratulations on being first into the bar. I don't know what that gets you. We are not paying attention to that. We're not writing it down anywhere. If somebody else is and wants to send me those results, I will accept those results, but I don't know what we're going to do about them. Here is Tiki Bonbon, winner of the 2025 Cush Tucky Derby, hanging out with us. Here is Moose. Moose. Is this thing working? This is working. 1 second. Moose. Good to see you. A good evening, Shawnee Panda Baker. Always a pleasure, never a chore, my friend. Good to see ya. Amy Beer is here. Good to see her here. Amy Beer. Roger G. Good to see you, Raj. Kyle Tender is here. Good to see you, Kyle. Amy. Salmon, I assume. Chris is like hanging out somewhere. I don't know what Chris is up to. We have no word on Chris yet. But we might soon. All right. So if for all of my Chris heads in here, hang on. We might get some Chris news here in a second. Let's see who else we got in here. That's the usual suspects. I love it. This is definitely a locals night. I love a locals night here at the bar. Fandom Flavors, this is what I was talking about. Excited, this is one of his favorite cocktails. Fandom Flavors is now the proprietor of 2 YouTube channels. And also a very talented bartender. Says this is one of his favorite cocktails. Couldn't disagree with you, or couldn't agree with you more. Certainly one of my favorite cocktails. Oh yeah, and if you get a chance, please go sub at Fandom Flavors. Let's build up the community. Love to see that. There's my mom. Hi, Mom. Oh, Amy Nordstrom is here. Good to see you, Amy Nordstrom. Howdy, Kyle. Howdy, everybody. A lot of howdies. How long did you have to practice saying the name Dr. Cush? I think I got it first day. I think I stumbled into it more than anything. It's it's repeating a lot of stuff. It's the HUMUHUMUNUKUNUKUAPU'A that I think threw me off. There's a Dougie G in the place to be. Good to see you there. Dropping in to say hi real quick. Lulu and I had a strong water for Adam Rain's guests dropping. Yeah, that's cool. Tell Adam Cush says hi. I think he knows a little bit about me. Good to see Captain Jack and Coke. All right, and I assume that means. Oh, maybe not. Oh, Tiki Court is here. Oh, Tiki Court. Good to see you, Tiki Court. Okay, perfect. Whew. We got everybody here. Okay, so everybody's in. Everybody's sitting down. Everybody's ready to go. This is a very, very... Yeah, we got all 3 Amy's tonight. All 3 Amy's. This is one of the... Yeah, we don't often have all 3 Amy's. But tonight, we do. Again, I don't know if anybody's keeping track of that. The nights that we have all 3 Amy's, whether the show goes better or worse with all 3 Amy's. If somebody is, write it down. Let me know. I'm not taking care of it. If somebody else wants to let me know how that affects the show, that's great. I do sometimes think that this show moves as slow as baseball. And baseball is known specifically for how boring it is and how many statistics it has. So if somebody wants to keep statistics on the show, love to hear it. Okay, let's get into this cocktail. Super, super easy. Super, super easy. It has the structure, get this, it has the structure of a daisy, right? It's 2, 3/4, 3/4, half, and a little bit extra. The structure of a daisy. It's nice and easy to remember. But it doesn't have any liqueurs in it. So technically, this is a sour. This is a big, weird, kind of awkwardly put together, until you get it all in your mouth. It's very awkward. Kind of an awkwardly put together version of a daiquiri. Technically, I guess, it's a gimlet. Because it's gin. Gin, it's a gimleting. It's as the kids would say, it's giving gimlet currently. I don't know why they say that. I don't know why it drives me crazy. But when they say it's giving anything, I lose my mind. Let me oh gosh. Let me send out the bat signal. We haven't seen her for a while. DC Debbie Clark, winner of the 2023 Cush Tucky Derby. This is her bottle of gin. We're going to use it because maybe that'll get DC rolling back into our lives. We haven't seen DC for a while. She's always a ray of sunshine. We're not doing cheapest ingredients first. I don't want to. No other reason. We're going to be putting in some gin. Find yourself a gin that you like. Do you want it to be sort of sweet and spicy gin? Great. Get a sweet and spicy gin. You want it to taste like licking a pine tree? Get one of those gins. Whatever gin you like works super well in this cocktail. There are a lot of big flavors going in here, so find you a gin that looks at you like a puppy about to be fed. All right? We're going to be putting in, what did I just say? Something. We're going to be putting in 2 full ounces of a gin. Again, whatever gin you got. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of love for DC Debbie Clark. Yeah, DC Mist, DCB Mist. Hopefully we get that going. D Clark. Yeah, I love that one. A lot of hearts around DC. Yeah, we got to get that DC. We got to figure out what's going on with DC. DC, one of the most elusive characters on this show. I have no idea. I don't know anything about DC, other than she is the winner of the 2023 Cush Derby. All right, we're building a sour. Gosh, this is really off. I have a feeling it got bumped recently. There we go. Let's get that a little tighten. Yes, now let's win our awards. I gotta put this in the center. I don't mean to get I don't want to get too deep into the weeds with you guys, but I just recently changed the format of my Instagram. I got a number of notes recently that it's too hard to see. My Instagram is too small. So instead of now seeing anything beyond like right here, it's just a big old picture of me. So hopefully that's what you wanted to see. I said, listen, further away you get, I think the better off we're doing. People disagreed. Lemon juice, nice, easy. This is pseudo juice. Very simple to make. We'll have to do another class on it here soon because why? I'm almost out of pseudo juice. We're gonna be putting in 3/4 of an ounce of some lemon juice. Fresh squeezed, always nice. Always best, fresh squeezed. But a very, very close second is always going to be pseudo juice. It lasts for a long time and has a lot of big taste in it. It tastes like lemon. Okay, this, we may not recognize it from this form, but this is pineapple juice. Fresh pineapple juice thrown into the freezer. Not the exact same amount of fabulous as ripping the juice from mother pineapple and throwing it into a cocktail. It's not that. It's not that. But better than canned pineapple juice, and also better than no pineapple juice. No pineapple juice is the worst. That's 0%. Canned pineapple juice, we're getting right around 50%. All right, we're close to passing this class. This stuff, we're right into like the 85% area. 100% pineapple juice that we're taking a pineapple squeezer, just squeezing it into our cocktail. That's what we want. We need 3/4 of an ounce. Unfortunately, these are only in half ounces, so we're gonna have to either find small bits. So this one is a little small bit right there. There's not a lot of juice in that one, and we're gonna take a small bit and a big bit. Sorry, Amy. To be very honest with you, Amy Beer, I can't just say Amy tonight. To be honest with you, Amy Beer, it is Tiki Tuesday. We are going to run into some pineapple. If you want to replace this with something else, maybe some orange juice would do really well. Maybe some mango juice would do really well. I bet if you made that passion fruit syrup with me the other day, that might be too sweet. It would be too sweet. Don't use any syrup. Find yourself a juice, a mango juice. Get a mango juice. Something in your life that's a mango juice. We're gonna go ahead and squeeze in 1 pineapple and 2 pineapple. Pretty sticky. Pseudo juice went bad. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good. Pseudo juice, if you keep it in the refrigerator, I keep mine in small bottles on the bar. Small bottles on the bar. But make sure you can't let any air get to it. Small bottles on the bar, big bottles in the refrigerator. I've never had pseudo juice go bad on me. But to be honest, I like a lot of cocktails. Next, what do we need? We need to get some orgeat in here. This is orgeat. Orgeat, just an almond syrup. Half an ounce of this. So if we really think about what we got in here, lemon is 1 full sour. So we got 3/4 of a full sour. We got pineapple juice, which is half a sour. Pretty nice. Half a sour. So we're adding some sour to the sour bit. We're adding some to the sweet bit. And then we got orgeat. So we have a kind of an overly soured gin gimlet. But instead of lime, it's lemon. And instead of just regular old sugar, it's all the other stuff. It's not exactly, but if we gotta start to categorize everything, that's what we're looking for. Okay, we're gonna shake this cocktail. Oh, sorry, that's not true. Oh, good. The Phantom players just realized he can make pseudo juice now that I'm not doing low carb cocktails. Absolutely. Okay, this is where we want to be particular about this. These are Tiki quartz bitters, but more importantly, more colloquially, more well-known, these are Peychaud's bitters. Peychaud. Not gonna get it. I forgot what it is. Peychaud bitters. These are a Creole style bitter. They have a little bit of absinthe in there, a little bit of anise, a lot of other great flavors. We want to put a light dashing in here. Very, very light. All right? 1 dash possibly. There we go. We do not, under any circumstances, want this cocktail to turn red at all. Peychaud. There we go. Peychaud. See, now Amy's saying Peychaud. That's what I said a second ago. Maybe it's Peychaud. I think it is Peychaud. What the heck do I know? We're going to go ahead and get this full of this ice here. So we got some little ice sticking up here. Then put this off to the side. Home bartenders, this is excellent. This is an excellent little thing to have. I am not paid by Big Lewis Bag. In fact, I don't think there is Big Lewis Bag. I don't think that there is anybody in the world that is advocating for people to sell more Lewis bags. I thought I'd be cute and just bring in the exact amount of ice I needed. Now I'm realizing some of it's stuck to the ground, and I can't use that ice. Okay, this is a Lewis bag. It's a Lewis ice bag. Basically, what it is it's meant for hitting. I think the issue that I'm having is my bar is not meant for hitting. The Lewis bag is certainly meant for hitting, but my bar is not meant for hitting. I think I have balanced far too many things on the bar. All we did was take that old whiffin cubes, and now we've crushed it down. We have fresh crushed ice. Do they taste any different than old crushed ice? No. Did it taste any different than ice that was crushed by a refrigerator? No. But the moment you start hitting something, the moment you start shaking something, the moment you light something on fire, people are going to lose their freaking minds. I don't understand what it is about the shaking anymore. But the moment you start shaking, and if you get really into it, and the greatest compliment you can get is if somebody about my age yells, "Shake weight," at you. That means that you have activated a piece of their brain that they have not used. That commercial has not been on the air for 20 years. You have activated something 20 years old in their brain, and they are seeing a similarity between you and those women that used to shake the weight. Very, very phallic situation that they were doing. They would shake the weight. Yes, shake weight. There it is. Shake weight. They would shake that weight. It was awful. I don't know what they were trying to do there. But if you are able to shake a cocktail well enough that you get people yelling shake weight at you, you have done a really, really good job. Same thing with if you bang ice on your bar or when you light something on fire and everybody stops what they're doing and watches you, you are in a good spot. Wait, men did it too. Men did shake weight. I'm sure they did. I'll be very honest with you, Amy. I did not notice any men doing shake weight. There's a good chance that it was only just one woman on that thing that was doing the shake weight. I didn't see what the listen. Again, 20 years old. I don't even remember the commercial. I remember the one woman that did it. A shaker, 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 shaker. A shaker, 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 shaker. If I ever read a children's book, I won't. But if I ever do, and I have a character named Sammy the Shaker, he would say shaker, 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 shaker. That's what I hear shakers say. Weird. Okay, pour this right in. Got a little pink, which is fine. Not ideal. Probably could have done one little dash of that half dasher. We're going to add just a touch of crushy ice right up here. I want to go all the way to the top. Because the thing that, yeah, Shaky McShakeface would be a, oh, it's Godzilla the Hun. Huh, the most rational of all of the viewers. Godzilla the Hun. The thing that this cocktail needs, it screams for, it doesn't look like a fish right now. It's one of the only cocktails named after a fish. I cannot think of another one currently. And I know a lot of cocktails. I think that this one has a brother. If you put rum in it instead of gin, it's like the Lupa Lupu Nuku Nuku Pole Oi Oi. Something like, it's very close to that. It's not that. It's whatever that is, it's not that. But it's something close to that. Also named after a fish. I can't think of another thing named after a fish. So we got to give it at least a little color. Now, it already calls for one of the most colorful ingredients you can add to a cocktail. What is it? Pay Show Bitters. It's bright, glowing red. It looks like a fish stripe. A little. You're just not going to work today, huh? Dang. She's not going to work. This camera's not going to work, so I'm just not going to touch that one anymore. We're going to take way too many bitters. All right? Way too many bitters. Put like 5 dashes of this stuff right on top. So I'm going to hit this 10 times on my half dasher. We're going to go. Dang. We're going to grab the right one. There we go. We're going to give it a nice dusting. That's too many bitters. But look how much better that looks. It almost looks like there is a fish stripe going through it. Now, this is what we have to remember at this point. Do not serve this without a straw. Gotta have a straw. Because if somebody decided that they were going to put their face right into this, they're going to get nothing but, and let me get it right, Pay Show Bitters right to the face. That is not ideal. We're going to slowly, right here, we're going to slowly sink this straw in there. Hopefully all that gets to the top. And there we go. Anytime, let me rephrase this. Every once in a while, when you have a cocktail with a lot of big flavors in it anyway, and you are going to be spicing it up with bitters, or, and this is another great one, or you believe that this cocktail can take a little bit of extra oomph, a little bit of extra booziness, a float. A float is so great when it's done right. This one, go look online everywhere else that has this cocktail. It is all a pale mustard white. Like if mustard was like kept indoors for years and years and lost all of its collagen and had that mustard white, it has that color, this cocktail, everywhere. And it's named after one of these beautiful dumb looking fish. Big old face, lot of colors. It's sad. More than anything, makes me sad that it doesn't have the color. So I don't know, that's a technique. That's a tips and tricks. Tips and tricks. Anytime you can add something on top of your cocktail to let it sit, drink it with a straw. Don't let people get right in there with it. Drink it with a straw. So if you serve it with a straw, people will drink it with a straw. So by the end of it, the bitters will sink until the very end when they will take their final sip. It'll be all bitters, and hopefully by that point they have a little drunk in them and they'll be good. This right here from one of the Tiki heroes, Martin Cate, Smugglers Cove, the HUMUHUMUNUKUNUKUAPUA'A. Very, very simple cocktail to make, but even simpler to make look beautiful. If you want, put a palm frond in there. I don't want that. God, that's good. Yeah. That's all I got. Very, very nice. Very, very simple. Oh, I found it. In my pocket the whole time. Very, very nice, very, very simple. A classic tiki cocktail, the a modern classic tiki cocktail, the HUMUHUMUNUKUNUKUAPUA'A. Hopefully you guys get a chance to try it. Most thinks it looks amazing. Amy Nordstrom agrees. Do all the Amy's agree? Let's see. Do we get an Amy consensus? No. Oh, I've got a fish tiki mug for Christmas. I have to make this its first drink. Yes! What fish, people are asking. Sean, clearly a fishologist. It's a red one. It's been a while, Doc, but I always catch up with the videos after the fact. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, Godzilla. Well, it's good to know that Godzilla was here working with us, or is here working with us just after the fact. We get the ghost of Godzilla hanging out. That's what I got for you guys. The techniques tonight were crushing ice and floats. We're going to get into more floats here coming up soon. We will have classes this week continuing. We'll be back here on Thursday. So be back here on Thursday for Dr. Cush's exotic drinks. I don't know. Oh, 3 out of 3 Amy say yes. Is that true? Yes. Amy Salmon, yes. And Amy Beer, yes. That's true. That's true. Yes, I think we were worried about whether it looked amazing. But she does think that it looks amazing. Amy Beer just doesn't like pineapple. And I know that about her. That's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much for showing up. Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I am, of course, always Dr. Cush. Follow Fandom Flavors over there. Follow Shawnee Panabaker. Sean P. 80-something or other. I got to write it down. Over on Instagram. And if you want, I have a place on Facebook. It's called Dr. Cush's Exotic After Hours, where Shelly Bauer's been hanging out there. The rock and roll Shelly has been hanging out there. Can you use mango or guava? Yeah, but just juice. That Godzilla. That is a crazy reference. 30 Helens agree. Anybody else watch a lot of Kids in the Hall when they were growing up? I did. These are the Daves I know. Okay, until next time, guys, what do we always say? We always say... I'll be honest, we've never said that before. But we do say things like this.
Are you Dr. Jinga Janga?
We're going to find him.
Bye!
And we say goodbye. Bye, guys.